So for the last few weeks, I've been collecting DC minifigures, because I like DC and I like Lego. And just today, I did it. I've ticked all of them off. I did it. I got all of them. Now, I love what they did with this series. They got some obscure characters, they've got some characters that we already know, and we have different versions of a lot of characters. Now, there was sort of two ways I wanted to do this. There was either I could just show them all one by one and do that, but I also thought I could talk a little bit about them, each of the characters. And I don't know if I want to do that necessarily now, but I might just say a few words about some of them. So, when this series first got announced, this is the DC minifigure. CMF is what people in the biz call a collectible minifigure series. There's 16 of them, and some of them are good, some of them are not so good. And I managed to get all of them with only 3 duplicates, which I thought was pretty good odds, considering normally I get a shit ton of duplicates. But yeah, some of them I thought were easier to find than others. Some of them were surprisingly easy to find than others. But I'm going to go through some of them now, just so we can, I'll go through them. So yeah, let's have a quick look. Okay, so starting off we have Mr. Miracle. I didn't know much about Mr. Miracle before I started collecting these. I knew that he was one of the new gods, like Darkseid, who I've got here, Darkseid. I've got a myriad of minifigures. I've got stuff over there, minifigures everywhere. So Mr. Miracle, I found out that he is the best escape artist in the DC comics. He's a new god. He was raised in Granny Goodness's orphanage, which is another one of the new gods. And yeah, so his accessory is the cape, because that's just his look. Some chain, which, rid of. That almost went down the back of my desk. And a pair of handcuffs that he can obviously escape from, because he's Mr. Miracle. I honestly cannot remember his real name. He does have a real name, but I can't remember it, or a human avatar name. I don't really understand. But yeah, Mr. Miracle, nice detail, decent enough, good. Secondly, we have Wonder Woman from her first appearance. She has this lasso of truth for telling the truth. I'm looking at it through my little screen, so I'm not not the best. Oh yeah, they all come with a black base. You can barely see it if I do that. Black base. And they also all come with... where is it? I don't have one that's not stuck to something. I'll take one off the duplicate that I've got here. Yeah, they also come with one of these, which is like, the idea is you'd be able to, like, you'd be able to pose them as if they were, like, running or jumping or something like that. I didn't do that. I put them all together into a helix, because that's the sort of person I am. And I also put them all together into these, the 1x1 things, 1x2 even. But anyway, Wonder Woman. It's nice. She's finally got the bracelets on her arm there, which Lego's never done before, which is good. The old hair, I don't know if that's a new face, I think it is. It's just a nice minifigure. Got a actual hard plastic skirt rather than the older Wonder Woman minifigures, which didn't have that. They just had like trousers. I would find like the original Wonder Woman minifigure, but that's in a box somewhere. So yeah, there's Wonder Woman. A lot of people say she's based off the... I want to say... no, it's not Sharon Carter, is it? Oh, what's her name? I can't remember. A lot of people want to say it's based off the first TV series version of Wonder Woman. I like to think that that's true. I can't... honestly, it's something Carter. I'll put it in the video somewhere. Third one is Aquaman. Aquaman, I found, was one of the more recent ones that I got. I think it was like the second to last one I found. I knew it would be Aquaman mainly because his body, you can feel the body and you feel the arms, and obviously if you feel the arm, he's got a claw hand. This is, I don't know what version of Aquaman this is based on. Yes, it comes with a fish, which a lot of people are getting hyped about because it's in a new colour or something. I couldn't really care less. I would have more preferred like a trident or something. I like this version of Aquaman. Again, I don't know which one it's based off of. It's one of the newer Aquaman because it's got like the more non-camp looking Aquaman. I've got one of the older Aquaman here. Different hair. You might notice I've changed his hair to a long wavy one rather than the surfer hair. But yeah, it's more buff and bulk and metal arm and claw hand than this one. So yeah, Aquaman. I found him pretty recently. Stargirl was one of the first ones I got. I'm pretty happy with it. I actually kind of like this Stargirl. I wouldn't mind getting a second one, maybe to do a custom one of Peggy Carter from the supposed What If series that's coming on the Marvel streaming service, or Disney streaming service, should I say. That might be an interesting custom to do, because it is basically female Captain America to an extent. Her staff, her star staff, whatever it's called, I like it, but at the same time I feel as though this new piece here for her staff should have been the same colour as the the gold rod. It would just make more sense to me, in my opinion. I don't see why they made it transparent. Sinestro. I liked this minifigure. Unfortunately, when I was, and I'll get to it in a moment, but he became my least favourite character out of this series fairly fast. He has the new ring piece, which I really like. It's just a flat stud on a hand piece, and then the new lantern piece, which I love. I love that new lantern piece. I hope they bring it back for future Green Lanterns, because I really hope that they actually make future Green Lanterns instead of another Batman vehicle, because that's the only character we care about, apparently. That's another thing that this series really shows, like characters like Mr. Miracle, Batmite, who I'll get to later. This series really does just show, like, the fact that LEGO does care about the fans, I guess. That it sounds really dumb me saying that, but it just shows that someone at, like, the design team of LEGO actually does care about, like, the DC fans, I guess. The fact that this series got made in the first place, and I really hope it does well. You got Cheetah from a classic version. I don't have the original Cheetah, unfortunately. It's got a money bag. It's quite boring. It's got a tail. Meow. It's a cheetah. I can't really say anything. The new headpiece is pretty interesting. It's just a thing with ears. It's cool. Who's next? Superman. Superman. He has an accessory. This is the Rebirth Superman, apparently. A lot of people apparently got annoyed that this wasn't the first appearance Superman. I don't really mind, but I would have probably liked the first appearance Superman over the Rebirth one. You probably could have just put this one into an actual LEGO set. But, you know, whatever. He's got a little bit of newspaper that says stuff on it. Cape Wonder Stun City? I can't even read today, I'm sorry. Yes, average Superman, wavy cape, and then alternate faces. Getting very Injustice 2 vibes from that Superman, or Injustice vibes, should I say. Okay, Green Lantern. This is the reason why I hate Sinestro. So, I got Sinestro a couple of packs ago, and I got 2 Sinestros, because I thought, okay, I've got one, I can feel the lantern in this one, that's probably Sinestro. I got another bag because I thought this one might be the Green Lantern, because as you know, or if you don't know, these two have the exact same pieces, apart from Sinestro has hair. So, I bought 2. I got Sinestro, and I got Sinestro. I went out to buy a minifigure today, and I decided to get this one, because I felt it, and I thought, okay, I don't feel the hair piece, this is probably Green Lantern. And I was right, this is Green Lantern, apart from the bad paint on the chin, which is upsetting to me. I'm upset that the only Green Lantern I managed to get, the bloody face was mispainted. And I'm not too hot on the ring. I think that the Green Lantern symbol should have been black, but whatever. But I do like that Green Lantern. This is the Simon Baz Green Lantern as well, by the way. And this was the first appearance of Sinestro as well. But not only did I get this one, because I thought, okay, I feel as though I could probably tell which one's which now. So I felt up, and I felt another lantern. I felt another one of these pieces in the bag. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say bags, it's this thing. It's a blind bag. They come in a bag, and you can feel around in them, and then you open it, and boom, minifigures. So I thought I got 2 of these, which I really wanted 2 of these, because I've got Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart over there, and I wanted some more of these rings and more of these lanterns to go with them. Unfortunately, it's on the floor. I got another Sinestro. So I got 3 Sinestros. I wanted 1. I got 3, and I wanted 2 Green Lanterns. So I guess I didn't get what I want. That's fine. We do how we do here. That's fine. I'll probably just like buy another Green Lantern off eBay or something, just so that I can have the other rings for the other lanterns. Or I'll just buy another one from Tesco's, because I bought all these from Tesco's. So yeah, I do like the Green Lantern, apart from the face. So I want to get another duplicate of him just to get a better face. The next one, Cyborg. Original Cyborg. This is his sort of look from when he first appeared. This is a new piece that I really like. It's retro. I love it. The chain, I don't know what he's breaking out of in the comic book, but it's on the comic book panel on the front page of it is this Cyborg. Oh, my voice. This is the classic Cyborg. Not classic one, this is the original one that they released, which is a lot more, I want to say New 52/Rebirth. I'm not too sure. I don't read the comics very often, unfortunately. Pretty good. I like him. Nice arm printing and leg printing on the sides. I love Lego when they do that. It's so nice. Yes. Who's next? Batman. Suppose they're one of the harder ones to find from what I've heard. Not so much for me. I've noticed on a black background, he blends in. He comes with a rope and that. I love this first appearance Batman. It's so good. His mask is just beautiful. I love it. It's like the long ears. I love the pink gloves. That's accurate to his first appearance. It's just so good. I like it. Ooh, 80 years of Batman. Woo! Don't know what that was. What comes after Batman? Huntress. Helena, I want to say Bertinelli or Wayne, depending on the universe. Pretty good. Comes with the thingy. What is it? The belt from the Lego Batman movie, but flipped over. I think it's the same colour as the Catwoman one from that movie. Yeah, it's just Huntress. I don't know much about Huntress, to be fair. I've only seen her in the Arrowverse show, which I don't know. I don't know if she died or not, or if she's just in prison. I can't remember. Metamorpho, literally know nothing about him, but I want to learn a bit more. He seems like might be an interesting character. He has a transparent leg, which is quite interesting. I just think he does element stuff, because he's all sort of different elements, I think. I couldn't tell you. Who's next? The Joker. This is a Joker not dissimilar from, if I can find him, got one here. This is sort of the original Joker, like the classic comic book Joker, I guess. But we have here, specifically, the Dark Knight Returns Joker. Or at least I'm calling it Dark Knight Returns because he's in the same suit. He's got the candy floss, which was poison that he was selling in that comic. If you're a young child, don't read The Dark Knight Rises. Or don't watch the Dark Knight Rises animated movies. They're pretty dark. The Joker kills people quite viciously. That whole Frank Miller stuff is pretty dark. But yeah, I love that. This is what I mean, like the attention to detail. How they could have just thrown in a random Joker, but they threw in one that was just for the fans. For the fans, man. He's got a little Joker card, which I like, and Doctor Who hairpiece in sort of a lighter green. So that one was, for getting back, that one was sort of a darker green. This one's a lighter green, which I like. Who's next? Who's next? Bumblebee, I know nothing about you. You're in Young Justice. I think that might be the only reason you're in this series, because you're in Young Justice and that's popular at the minute. It's just Bumblebee. I apologise, I know nothing about you. Who's got next? Jay Garrick. This is the reason why I wanted to collect all these minifigs in the first place. I wanted a Jay Garrick for so long. I am looking around my room now because I did have a custom minifigure version of Jay Garrick. I bought a helmet off, I think it was Bricklink, and I stuck some lightning bolts to the side with blue tack from like a knockoff Flash minifigure, but I can't find it now. No, I think I might have been taking it to pieces and then put it into a box somewhere. But yeah, I love this. This is great. I was so happy when this got revealed as the Flash in the series. It's just so good. It's Jay Garrick. I love it. It's great. Attention to detail. Beautiful. And then Batmite. The first one that I got a duplicate of. He has a copy of the Detectives Comics #1, I want to say. First one with Batman in it, as you can vaguely see there. and it's just Batmite. It's just Batmite. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of Batmite. He's just sort of a comic book character, I guess. Like, he's probably the most comic booky character out of the whole thing. So yeah. Oh, my voice is just doing wonders today. So yeah, that's all of them. I collected all of them. I actually did it. I'm impressed. I got them all. I ticked all of them off with my little pen. I feel like I'm a kid again, man. Anyway, I hope you've at least gotten something from this video. If nothing else, knowledge that I am a child. Dear, I've wasted my life.